Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is my 5 tips for PvP in Tarkov, and then a bonus tip just because I forgot to add it in and I don't really want to call it 6 tips. So tip number 1, hip fire often. In Tarkov, hip firing is very accurate. It is very accurate. I mean, I've sometimes hip fired and hit people from like a medium distance. And by that, I mean they were pretty far away from me and I hit them. So remember to hip fire often because that can actually save your life. And whenever you're peeking around corners, just hip fire. You don't even have to aim in. You could just hip fire and it'd be great. Tip number 2, crosshair placement. Now there's not a crosshair in the game. I quite understand that. But what I'm really trying to say is gun placement. When you're running around corners, have your gun where it needs to be readied, aka butt boxes. Whenever you run around a corner and there's a player there, if you need to aim in, if your gun placement is on the player, your crosshair will, whenever you aim in, your reticle will go straight to where you're aiming, so you'll aim right on their head. Tip number 3, you are not a tank. This, I mean, when you're using armor like killer's armor and an exfil helmet like I do in my gameplay, or an exfil helmet and a slick armor, you are not a tank. Don't think you're a tank. Basically, you're just a person who has good armor that can maybe take a couple shots, but if you're sitting still and not mobile, then you can get shut down in one bullet. It doesn't matter who you are, you can get shut down no matter what your best armor is. You can get one glocked in the back of the head by a guy who has M61 ammo but 0 armor on, and he can steal yours and have a good day. Tip number 4, switch angles. When you're fighting, always switch angles. Never stick in one angle and keep peeking it because it's so predictable. It is so predictable when someone peeks an angle again and you have an easy shot on them. In this gameplay footage that I'm showing right now, I get an easy kill on this guy because he just keeps peeking the same angle. Like, if you peeked a different angle, maybe I want to have a chance to shoot you or something. Tip number 5, analyze the area. When you're in a fight or you're about to get into a fight, analyze the area. Where are bullets ricocheting off? Where can you go if there's a different enemy somewhere else? What can you do? Where can you hide? What areas can be naded? Where can you sit if you need a heal? You need to analyze areas. This also comes with map awareness. This is a very key thing. If you know a map very well, you can play very well because you know the map. You can literally find angles, different spots for things, and this can make it really easy on you. Now for the bonus tip, or tip number 6, but I don't want to call it that, but for the bonus tip, have a good headset. Not in real life, I mean in the game. I like going with a sword and a headset, but you can go with different headsets. I would test them all out if you can and see what you like, because honestly, a good headset makes a whole big difference in this game. Like, I would rather bring a headset than a good helmet because a headset can tell you where someone is, and if you know, it sounds scumbaggy, but you can camp that corner until they run around and you can get a free headshot. But that's just how the game is played. And yeah, those are my 5 tips plus one bonus tip that I don't want to name number 6 tip. So if you guys really enjoyed this content, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.